In this class, I will demonstrate how we can develop a buffer zone around a point of interest. In this case, I am using Google Earth Pro and several other tools available free of charge in the web. Now, first of all, we have to identify which point we are developing the buffer zone. As example, I am taking the National Institute of Health Sciences Sri Lanka as a point of interest for me, since it is a large geographical area. So particularly I am interested about canteen. So from the canteen, here is the canteen. From the canteen I am going to draw 200 meters buffer zone. So first of all, I should know what are the longitudes and latitudes of this location. If I have a GPS receiver, I can go to the canteen and take the waypoint or longitudes and latitudes. But if I don't have GPS and if I am familiar with the geographical structure, directly from the Google Earth I can get the longitudes and latitudes. So for that, at the place mark, so navigate the place mark to the point of interest. When you take to the point of interest, then you can get the latitudes and longitudes here. So latitudes and longitudes would have several formats, but what is important to us in this example is when you write the latitudes and longitudes in this format. If it is a Mac computer, you can go to the preferences and select the different formats of writing the longitudes and latitudes. If it is a Windows computer, you can go to the tools. Under the tools, there is a option tab. You can select that option tab. When you go to the Google Earth Pro, then preferences, you can get this window. In the window, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different formats where we can show the latitudes and longitudes. But in this case, I am using the decimal degrees because that the web tool we are going to use as the longitudes and latitudes in the decimal degrees format. So now I know the latitudes and longitudes of the canteen of the National Institute of Health Sciences Sri Lanka. Then I am going to copy this number. So since for the easiness, I am going to the Word file and open a new Word file. Write it up the latitudes. Going to paste it. Latitude. And I wanna longitudes then. Sorry, some other format. I need the longitude. Longitude is this one, this number. Okay, so I have to know the latitudes and longitudes going further. In this case, I am navigating to another website called KML for Earth. Click it, KML for Earth. In the KML for Earth, you can generate a circle. If you want to generate a circle, just a circle, that there are certain parameters given here. But we need to have more options. So we click the more options. When you click the more options, you get the options to include in the web page. Now I am interested about 200 meters. So change it, the unit now is to 2 meters, then as 200. Okay, now I know the latitudes and longitudes. Let me enter it. Latitude, this one is my latitude. The longitude, here it is my longitude. Okay, enter. I need a maybe a yellow color circle. Width of 2 is I need to see it more thicker, then I make it 3. So I am going to generate the circle. Okay, circle, it was downloaded, the circle. Then what I am going to do is I am going to save it in a desktop at this moment. Put that. Okay, now I can double click the circle. When I double click the circle, you can see at the opened Google Earth Pro that there is a 200 meters buffer zone has been created. So now I know from the canteen what structures are included for 200 meters buffer zone. So here it is, entire component of the structures of the National Institute of Health Sciences. Here it is the ground, and this is some neighborhood around the NHS, then the National Institute of Health Sciences. So from this point, here it is 200 meters. You could see that there is no exact 200. This is not equal to the this component. That is because it would have angle. Make it if you want to see it exactly the way it is shown vertically above. So we have to make it 90% or the entirely parallel to the ground, or the horizontal plate we have to see. Okay, so here it is the way of developing a buffer zone. Now in the public health and preventive medicine, this is very important. So we can identify a point of interest, maybe a factory which polluting source, having pollutant sources, or maybe some communicable disease patients household, that we need to identify a buffer zone around it for preventive activities, and many more. And here it is, I have developed one buffer zone of 200 meters from this point, but you may develop several buffer zones, circles around this, and see what is happening, what is included the 200 meters, what is included 300 meters, etc. Any given distance which you are interested about. Thank you. Thanks for watching.